Hi everybody, I'm Patrick Dockery. In my life, I have worn many hats and tasted many flavors. As I travel the world, I explore the finest cities in search for culture, history, and great food. Along the way, I get to meet today's most interesting celebrities, focusing on the positive side of life, allowing them to share their causes, charities, and what truly fascinates them. We cook and dine with some of the finest chefs of our time, preparing healthy and delicious meals in some of the hottest restaurants. Also, we showcase the latest, most creative, and hippest trends of beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. I pursue my passion for health and fitness and acquire some of the most innovative wellness strategies. And now, I want to share this all with you. So come along on this amazing journey, and together we will experience a world of health, beauty, and life. On today's show, we meet with naturopathic doctor Holly Lucille to discover the mysteries and myths about healthy eating, her philosophies on living and fulfilling a healthy lifestyle, and talk about how this doctor is always in, hosting a radio program and her very own television show. Then we zip through the forests of Maui at the Piiholo Ranch Zipline. Meeting up with Jeff Baldwin of the ranch, we learn about his love of ecotourism and the desire to share the beauty of his family's ranch. Next, after flying through the trees, we head to Blue Hawaiian Helicopters to fly high above the Hawaiian Islands and the Pacific Ocean, taking in waterfalls and beauty so intense you have to see it for yourself. But first, let's meet Dr. Holly Lucille. Dr. Holly Lucille is a nationally recognized and licensed naturopathic doctor, educator, natural products consultant, and television host. She is also author of Creating and Maintaining Balance, a women's guide to safe, natural hormone health. We caught up with Dr. Holly in her beautiful Los Angeles home, where we discussed her philosophies on healthy living, made some of her favorite dishes and smoothies, and talked about what the future holds for this healthy living aficionado.
Okay, there are many different systems of medicine out there, and I've always said I think there's value in all of them. So traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, allopathic medicine, that's our conventional Western medicine. I'm a naturopathic doctor. Okay. So our bodies have an innate ability to heal. And if there's something going on, if people are symptomatic, there's a heck of a lot that we can do to get closer to people's healthcare goals and desires before drugs and surgery. Clinical nutrition. Food is medicine. Right. So using nutrients at optimal dosage, medical nutrition. So not just the suppression of symptoms, but get that story, understand where that person has come and why they're presenting the way that they are. Identify and treat the cause. Right. So a couple principles that we just sort of guide us.
And they might have to take make some changes in their life, you know, if it's, you ask them, how's that working out for you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big question, isn't it?
Exactly. You got a great point. So dietary modifications, lifestyle modifications, very important in that first do no harm. Using the least invasive methods first.
Well, that's the way to go, I think, because it's sustainable, it's long term. And I mean, you don't want to be addicted to any kind of drugs, whether prescription or otherwise.
Exactly. Right, and for the most part, you know, I think it's so important that with that tenet, that body can heal itself, whether it be a nutritional supplement and or medication, temporarily, while we're fixing the root cause, we want to be able to have an exit strategy. We want the body, because we know it can live and it can thrive on its own. That's its job.
It's been doing it for a long time, I guess.
Yes, it has.
We just got involved in that little change of pace, didn't we, with all the new technology. And sometimes, you know, you become dependent on technology. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah.
Well, I think for the most part, you can use this new technology for good or evil, but it's all about you and how you use it, absolutely. Let's say screening tests or some of this genetic testing that can be done. A lot of times, you know, the body is working, and if you test at a time where, let's say there's a couple cancer cells that are there, that that body hasn't actually gotten...
Right, or eliminated or...
Right, and get on top of and do its job, then there's a diagnosis that propagated, right? And then people say, oh, I have cancer. Instead of, my body is vital, I'm nourishing it appropriately, it's doing exactly what it needs to do every single day, every single moment to help me stay well. And then we're into sort of a diagnosis, and people get into trouble with that because if you're only following conventional medicine, usually there's a treatment protocol. And I'm in the business of actually treating with patient-centered care, not protocol-oriented care. Gotcha. So everybody is different, everybody's individual. I empty my cup and I take a listen to that story.
Dr. Holly's approach is quite different than most doctors. Her patient-centric method focuses on each person as a unique case, and she can't stress enough the importance of avoiding so-called convenient foods.
It's nutritionally valueless.
Right.
And when we talk about nutrients, you know, I used to hate the word diet because I felt like it was very connotative, right?
Right.
This diet, that diet, I'm on a diet, etc. But when you look it up in the dictionary, it actually means habitual nourishment.
Right.
How do you, as a habit, nourish yourself? And nourishment is nutrients. And guess what? Vitamins and minerals, those are nutrients. Enzymes, antioxidants, they are what drive your biochemistry. It is gas in our tank. It's how we live, it's how we thrive. And when we grab convenience food that's nutritionally valueless,
Right.
forget about it.
There's no repair.
There's
no rebuilding.
There's no rebuilding.
There's no energy.
There's no fuel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we have something today. You have two things for us today, and they look very colorful.
Yes.
We like color, right?
Color is cool,
Yeah, it
especially
really
when we're
is.
talking about health.
Absolutely. We eat with our eyes a lot of times, don't we?
You know, it's funny because people think digestion starts in the mouth with chewing, which is very important. But if food is appealing, it actually, there's a cephalic stage of digestion that starts in your eyes and your nose because you can smell it, you can see it, and those digestive juices start to,
Well, people don't realize that their gut is the center of their emotions as well. I mean,
it's the second brain.
that's the second brain.
Yeah, you know, what 5% of serotonin is made in the brain? 95%?
That's right.
Right here
Pretty
in the
big
gut.
deal.
Pretty big deal.
Pretty big deal. So
Yeah.
what do we have today? We looks good.
So we use food as medicine because there's so many out of our control, our ever increasingly toxic environment, our chronic modern day stressors. When we use food as medicine, food is something that is in our control. And you want to talk about convenience food? Take a look at how easy this is.
Well, nothing exotic at all.
No, it's not a whole heck of a lot of time or energy to grab some spinach, right? I usually use frozen blueberries because when you're making a shake or something, that frozen part makes it
sweeter.
Sweeter,
Yeah.
and also just, it's kind of like a shake, like
Yeah,
a
it is.
milkshake. Same thing, you can freeze any fruit. These are bananas. Take some almonds. These are flax seeds, so those good omega-3s. And you can put anything in there. I use absolutely anything.
One little water.
A little bit of water. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be coconut water. It could be.
That'd be yummy.
Exactly. So that took about 20 seconds
Yeah,
to throw
20 seconds, pretty much.
fresh, organic ingredients. Take control over what you put in your body.
Wow, that thing works really well.
Absolutely. So you've got phytonutrients. So phyto meaning plant.
Right.
Colors, polyphenols. You've got fiber. You've got chlorophyll. You've got flavonoids, antioxidants, good fats. Take a drink.
And it smells great.
And it smells great. You've got protein, carbohydrates, fat. You could take
it tastes great.
Great.
Yeah.
And this is the deposits that we need to get out of debt with our health because it's in our control. We're using food as medicine.
Stick around, we'll be back with more from Dr. Holly. If you like what you see on Health Beauty Life, there's no need to wait till next week's show because there's a lot more to experience. And it's all just a click away at healthbeautylife.com. Stop by and experience our extended play and behind-the-scenes interviews. And be sure to become a Health Beauty Life VIP. You'll be eligible to win valuable prizes, receive newsletters, special offers, and updates. Healthbeautylife.com connects our world with your world at healthbeautylife.com. We're back with naturopathic Dr. Holly Lucille. Dr. Holly is quite ambitious in spreading the word on healthy living. She hosts Mindful Medicine, the Dr. Holly Lucille Show, a radio program that airs on Radio MD.
Because, quite honestly, when it comes to health, it isn't rocket science. Now, sometimes the devil is in the details, and we're going to tease those things out, but for the most part, it ain't rocket science, and we're going to teach you how to stay well, because that's what
And in 2012, she launched her own talk show on the Viera Living Network, Myth Defying with Dr. Holly, where she tackles some of today's biggest healthy living myths, which she just so happened to graciously share with us during our visit.
I would get crazy about all of the different health myths that are out there. So like acai makes you skinny. And then consumers, right, would run to their stores, grab the acai, and guess what? Obesity is still on the rise.
Right.
So we made a talk show around it. So we, you know, hey, what are superfoods? We used a lot of superfoods today. They're simply, superfoods are basically identified as how much nutrients per calorie, right? So there's this awesome thing called the Andes score. It's Aggregate Nutrient Density Index.
Okay.
Like kale is at 1,000. It tops the Andes score. Coke would be like at a 1.
Yeah.
Not a lot of nutrients, right, per calorie. A salad. There are so many grocery stores that make it easy. When you're going to the grocery store, just shop on the perimeter for the most part.
I've heard that a lot.
It's right. It's where the colors are. It's where those real whole foods are. Throw in these colors.
And the colors are, you've got the peppers here.
Yeah, peppers.
You've got yellow
completely high in vitamin C, actually higher than oranges. And people don't understand
and not
that.
all the sugar.
And not all the sugar. They've got fiber and they've got the water. Some pomegranates, absolutely anything. Now dressing. People get in trouble with salad dressing because usually there's a lot of calories, additives, bad fats. This is a little bit of olive oil with some sea salt and pepper, crushed garlic.
And you use real salt, right?
Exactly. And
it's the difference, guys.
Yeah, it looks like the bottom of a river bed.
Because it is.
Yeah, because it is, exactly.
Cool.
It's not bleached in any way, shape, or form. Little shot of Tabasco in here. That's all there is to it with some garlic. Tastes amazing. Over kale, green spinach.
Oh yeah.
This is the Information Society. Sometimes I think it's the Misinformation Society. I want to be in the business of facilitating understanding because when people get better, they feel better. And when we feel better, we do better. And that is something that trickles throughout our family, then into our community, and then, as I think it's your hope as well, out into the rest of the world.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming over and chatting. I mean, I love talking to folks like you that we get a little head nods in there because we're on the same page and we just want people to be better.
That's how I live my life, and you know, I get the results, and I'm not going to stop, and I want to share it with others.
It's showing.
And thank you so much for being here with us, and until next time, just remember to enjoy. Next up, get strapped in. We're heading to Piiholo Ranch Zipline. Health Beauty Life is proud to announce the Like It, Love It, Want It box, featuring some of today's best new products. Each box features a variety of 5 hand-selected items with a retail value guaranteed to be over $100 for an unbeatable value of superior products. Ordering is easy. Visit healthbeautylife.com/box. No hassles and no waiting. Your box is shipped immediately. So what are you waiting for? Get your Like It, Love It, Want It box today. Order now. If you like what you see on Health Beauty Life, there's no need to wait till next week's show because there's a lot more to experience, and it's all just a click away at healthbeautylife.com. Stop by and experience our extended play and behind-the-scenes interviews, and be sure to become a Health Beauty Life VIP. You'll be eligible to win valuable prizes, receive newsletters, special offers, and updates. HealthBeautyLife.com connects our world with your world at healthbeautylife.com. Welcome back. It's time to zip through Maui at Piiholo Ranch Zipline. The Piiholo Ranch Zipline offers visitors a close-up look at Maui that few even knew existed. Designed to showcase the beautiful surroundings, this zipline course crosses deep gulches and forests and offers stunning views from mountains to ocean. Jeff Baldwin, a 6th-generation descendant of the Reverend Dwight Baldwin, who came to Maui in the 1830s, wanted to share the beauty of his family's ranch. There's a nature conservancy above you, I know that.
Called the Waikimoi Preserve, which is probably one of the top spots in the U.S. for endangered plants and animals.
Oh, that's great. And you're just down the hill, so to speak, from it.
We're about a mile from there right now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I noticed you've got canopy here, you've got trees, and there's not a lot of trees on the island, not as many as I know there used to be years and years ago. And this is one of the few places I think that this suits itself for this zip line.
Well, the word makwao actually means edge of the rainforest or endless rainforest, and so that's where we do our zip line, is on the edge of the rainforest.
And this is a suspension bridge we're on.
Yeah.
And that's where, by the way, this is why we're wearing helmets. This a new fashion, right?
No.
Once you go through those gates that we just entered into, helmets go on and safety is priority, right? Now, you have one of the longer zip lines, I guess.
We have the longest side-by-side zip line in the state of Hawaii. We zip 2 at a time in most cases.
Okay, got it.
So you can actually say, why did you make me do this?
And there's little squeals that come out, huh, like initially?
There are some involuntary squeals that come out of people.
Squeals of joy, right?
They're pretty funny, yeah.
Cool, and I know that a lot of people have anxiety coming coming up here. And one of the things you told me to do is you put them into small groups, relax them, give them a big smile.
Yeah, we found that just being really welcoming and upfront with people and not saying, you know, here's 500 rules, please memorize these now, helps people out a lot.
And you've got a great staff, so that helps. They're hand-selected by you, obviously, right?
Yeah, we work really hard to do our staff selection. It takes, in some cases, months for people to get approval just to enter into the first stage of training here.
Wow, that's good to know. I'm in good hands.
Yeah.
Now, what's the next step? I know we're going to be harnessed up, correct?
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start into our safety briefing process. And we're going to talk a little bit of the rules of the road, what we expect from you, what you can expect from us. We'll talk a little bit about the kind of environmental situations you're going to be in, sun, wind, rain, things like that. And then we're going to get you outfitted with some super comfortable harnesses, introduce you to the rest of the hardware, and our staff are going to do 100% of all of the hookups for you.
Let's get started. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Piiholo Zipline. Piiholo originates from the word Españols. I don't know if you guys realize there's only 12 letters in the Hawaiian alphabet, okay, and there's no S's. So the Hawaiians, long time ago, they had a really hard time pronouncing their S's, and the guys they were teaching them how to be cowboys, they were the Españols, the Spaniards, yeah. But if you listen to the word Español, you can pick out the part that they could pronounce, Piiholo. I'm going to start you guys off on a quick little safety briefing, just to make sure we're literally on the same page. Here we go, $1 million question. Who's got little issues, medium issues, big issues with heights? Anybody? Be honest. If you're not honest, I have a 40-foot lie detector test right behind me. So, all right, we'll find out. All right, some of you might not be sure. The good news is you're always going to be connected. On the back of your harnesses, you guys are going to have a little fall protection strap. That way you're at all times always connected to something. And then we're going to end up with the big monster on line 5. You're going to be 700 feet off the ground, 2,800 feet long zip. Supposedly it's one of the longest lines in the United States. You might be reaching speeds of up to 45-ish. You know, so the views go by pretty quick if you're not looking around. Okay, we'll get you guys geared up.
Here we go. Time to make it happen.
You gotta shimmy it.
Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
There you go.
Shimmy, shake, shake. Feeling good, feeling confident, ready to go. Hi-ho, hi-ho. Off to work we go.
So, for the most part today, your main riding position is what we call the arrow. It's where you're just leaning back. Thanks, Kano. You're just gonna be leaning back in your harness. You can hold the bar, you can hold your blue tethers, you can go hands-free. But that's kind of your main way of cruising across our lines today. So just make sure, keep those feet crossed.
What do we do? Just let jump up, jump up?
Yeah. No, you're gonna just lift your feet. Don't try to walk down either. Just lift your feet up nice and high. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, yeah! With multiple courses and options at the ranch for a fun-filled day, one you will not want to miss is one of the longest and highest of all Hawaiian zip lines. Right on! Down we go.
Down we go. Back up just for a minute. Same thing. Come on down. I'm going to walk you down the ledge here. So you might bottom out a little bit too on this one. So just kind of be prepared for a little bump on your butt. Right there. Stay right there. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Yeah! Well, everybody, we did it. This was a really good time. We had a great crew. Thanks so much to the crew. You guys, when you get a chance, you got to get out here and enjoy this. It was fantastic. And until next time, just remember to enjoy. Coming up next, we fly high in one of Blue Hawaiian Helicopters. If you like what you see on Health Beauty Life, there's no need to wait till next week's show because there's a lot more to experience, and it's all just a click away at healthbeautylife.com. Stop by and experience our extended play and behind-the-scenes interviews, and be sure to become a Health Beauty Life VIP. You'll be eligible to win valuable prizes, receive newsletters, special offers, and updates. HealthBeautyLife.com connects our world with your world at healthbeautylife.com. We're back at Maui's own Blue Hawaiian Helicopters. What better way to start your day than by seeing the island from high above in one of Blue Hawaiian's state-of-the-art helicopters? These smooth-flying, comfortable, and informative trips are perfect for anyone seeking a bird's-eye view of Maui and Molokai flora, fauna, geology, and of course, beauty.
Wow, this is amazing up here, you guys. You gotta, whenever you have a chance, you gotta get up in here and get on the Blue Hawaii tours. It is absolutely breathtaking. That's the word for it. And those cliffs on Molokai were absolutely just stunning. And I see why they're in the Book of World Records. They're just gorgeous. And now we're heading over to Maui here. What's the name of this mountain?
It's called Pu'ukukui, the older of the two volcanoes responsible for forming Maui about 2 million years ago.
And it's, how high is this?
4,950 feet.
Wow, this is beautiful. And I know that, people don't realize it, but some of the peaks in Hawaii actually have snow on them.
That's correct. On the Big Island, we'll have snow each winter. But those two mountains are just shy of 14,000 feet. For Haleakala here in Maui, a little bit shorter, just over 10,000. We have snow there about once every 4 years.
Wow, sometimes you have a white Christmas.
Yes, go surfing in the morning, go skiing in the afternoon.
Gotta love it.
As you take flight, your skilled and well-informed pilot will point out famous landmarks, spots where some of your favorite movies were filmed, waterfalls, and more, all with an authentic Hawaiian soundtrack playing for your listening pleasure. As always, no matter where you are or what you're doing, just remember to enjoy. If you like what you see on Health Beauty Life, there's no need to wait till next week's show because there's a lot more to experience, and it's all just a click away at healthbeautylife.com. Stop by and experience our extended play and behind-the-scenes interviews, travel, cooking, fitness, beauty, fashion, and lifestyles, as well as any shows that you've missed. Of course, you can connect and share through Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube, and be sure to become a Health Beauty Life VIP. You'll be eligible to win valuable prizes, receive newsletters, special offers, and updates. Travel with us to share our unique visits to everybody's favorite cities and towns and learn to prepare delicious, healthy meals in your kitchen with our step-by-step recipes. Discover the beauty and fashion tips of today's best and brightest with how-to videos that make it easy to get the hottest new looks. Get fit and stay healthy with leading fitness, nutrition, and wellness experts. HealthBeautyLife.com connects our world with your world at HealthBeautyLife.com. Okay, welcome back. Thanks to all of our guests on this week's show and to our travel partners, Alaskan Airlines, Sheraton Maui Resort and Spa, and Island Air. And until next time, just remember to enjoy. Ready?
Yep.
Now, partner? Ooh, I just killed a mosquito. Just kidding. There are no mosquitoes, are there? That's right. Anyways, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Hey, what can I say? Hey, how do I look? How's my hair? Hey.
Is the GoPro on?
Everybody's hair looks good, right?
My hair looks great.
My hair looks great. Okay, here we go. You ready? Back on off, kid. Great. Back on, ready? We need some personal space. All right. You want to look at the scale? I mean, I got it. These cameramen are so good looking, right?
Aren't they?
Hey, what's...
Those are